In your opinion, can an animal truly intend to kill you? This is the question surrounding the death of Jessica Radcliffe. She was an orca trainer, but ultimately fell victim to one. Why did the orca she had worked with for years suddenly attack? Was it a game that got out of control, or a premeditated reaction? In this video, we piece together the evidence to determine whether this story was a tragic accident or something much darker. To uncover the truth behind this legend, watch the video and, in the end, judge for yourself.
Jessica's world began with sea salt and secrets hidden in the depths in a house filled with the scent of algae and old biology books. Her father, a man with tired yet eager eyes, saw the world through the lens of a microscope and passed on his love for discovering the unseen to his daughter like a precious inheritance. Among laboratory glassware and ancient maps, Jessica grew up alongside colorful fish and fragile corals, each with a story from a distant place, from a dark depth, from secrets only the sea knew. By the time she reached adolescence, the sea was no longer just her home, it was a deep and restless love. She ventured into the heart of the ocean with a research team, where the sky met the water and the boundary between land and sea blurred. Beyond the azure waters, giant whales spoke with songs that seemed to emerge from the depths of history, and dolphins danced in the waves like sea angels. Her small boat became a safe haven for curious creatures, glowing fish, angelfish that shimmered like living jewels on the water's surface, and sometimes even an old turtle with eyes full of wisdom, as if silently whispering ancient tales of the ocean. For hours on end, Jessica would watch them tirelessly, believing she shared a common language with them, a language of gazes, movements, and passion. But the boundless sea is not always kind. Behind its mesmerizing calm lies a mysterious and sometimes cruel secret. And one day, that secret revealed itself on a golden afternoon. When the sun flowed like honey over the water's surface, one of the creatures Jessica loved most changed the course of her life forever. Jessica possessed an extraordinary, almost magical, ability to communicate with marine creatures. With just a touch of her hands, she could guide dolphins and control their movements. This unique gift was not limited to dolphins alone, as she was also capable of forming deep and friendly bonds with any kind of fish in the shortest time possible. This innate talent continuously enriched her profound and extensive experience in interacting with aquatic life. One of the pivotal moments in her life was attending the first public performance of Orca at Ocean Hun Marine Park. Watching that mesmerizing show and witnessing the grandeur and intelligence of the orca left such a deep impression on Jessica that she immediately felt a strong desire to spend her life more fully with such a magnificent creature. This feeling was so powerful that, at the age of 19, she enthusiastically resolved to become an orca trainer. To fulfill this dream, she diligently pursued a degree in marine biology and successfully graduated. Immediately after completing her studies, she began working in a show called Hun. Being in this environment provided her with a golden opportunity to elevate her experience in working with orcas to a higher level and further strengthen her skills. Subsequently, at the young age of 21, Jessica achieved rare fame, a level of recognition that many her age dream of but few attain. She was appointed as the lead trainer of the largest and most watched orca show. In this show, an orca measuring over 670 centimeters in length and weighing 5,443 kilograms made its appearance, a colossal and spectacular creature. Every day, thousands of people from all over flocked to the marine park to watch the performance of this marine giant, and the show consistently ranked among the most visited and popular orca performances worldwide. Jessica named the orca under her care Melu. Thus, filled with heartfelt collaboration and companionship with Melu, passed by year after year. The bond between the two had grown so deep and strong that Melu understood even the slightest movements and gestures of Jessica and responded to them with precision. This mutual understanding and unparalleled harmony allowed both to deliver the best and most professional performances possible during public shows. Their act became a symbol of human-animal collaboration and was recognized across the country as the most famous and admired performance. However, As time passed, subtle and gradual changes in Melu's behavior slowly began to emerge. At times, the orca whale, which Jessica had named Melu, exhibited aggressive behaviors. Sometimes it refused to eat, ignored Jessica's movements and signals, and at night, it would collide with the walls of the tank. Despite clearly observing these signs, the management decided to proceed with a show featuring Melu, a performance in which Jessica would work with Melu alone. A large crowd gathered to watch Melu's final performance. During the show, the sound of the audience echoed through the hall. After Jessica and Melu were introduced, the enthusiastic applause of the spectators filled the venue. This applause boosted Jessica's confidence. Melu, with a graceful movement of its fin, cut through the water and leapt out of the surface. The audience cheered even more intensely at this sight, and after that, Melu carried out all of Jessica's commands without hesitation. With beautiful, synchronized jumps in the water, it brought joy to the crowd, to the point that the front rows got wet and children shouted with excitement. Jessica's parents had also come to watch Melu's performance. Up until that moment, everything seemed normal, and Jessica's confidence continued to grow as Melu responded positively to all her commands. Then, Jessica positioned herself on Melu's back to perform the final acrobatic move, and Melu spun her around in the water. But this joy did not last. Suddenly, and without any prior warning, Melu clamped its jaws around the upper part of Jessica's body. Melu's attack was horrifying. Everyone present saw the scene, so shocked that for a moment, their breaths caught in their chests. Some thought it was part of the show. But as soon as the trainers on site reacted, and their horrified expressions became apparent, chaos broke out in the hall, and people began to flee, screaming. Everything quickly descended into turmoil. Within seconds, all the trainers tried to rescue Jessica from Melu's grip. They used every means available to free her. Everyone signaled for Melu to exit the water, but at that moment, Melu paid no attention to any of them. Then, buoys, ropes, and even fish were thrown into the tank, but Melu did not release Jessica. All these efforts were aimed at distracting Melu, hoping they could pull Jessica out of its jaws. Two trainers prepared with special poles to jump into the water and rescue Jessica. But before they could, Melu squeezed Jessica in its jaws and dragged her into the depths of the water, where it slammed her against the walls of the tank. The jaws of this type of whale are so powerful that escaping from them is nearly impossible. Melu's attack was so swift and severe that Jessica's lungs and chest were severely damaged, and several of her ribs broke. As a result, a great deal of blood flowed from Jessica's body into the water, coloring the entire pool. All the trainers struggled desperately to force Melu to release her, but she was gone forever.
Friends, the video has ended, but the investigation has just begun. Now it's your turn to be the judge in this case. Was it murder or an accident? Below, in the comments, write just one word, but this isn't just an opinion. It's your verdict in the court of truth. And we await your judgment. If this journey into the depths of the story fascinated you, let me with a like. Keep it going. We're eager to know more. This small gesture is the biggest signal for me. But here's a little secret. These videos are made only for a private community for those who dare to ask the big questions. If you feel that this is a second home for your thoughts and curiosity, click subscribe now to join our community. But wait, if you really don't want to miss the rest of this exploration, make sure to turn on the bell notification as well. Why? Because it's possible YouTube might not show you our future videos unless you ring the bell and shout, "I want to stay in the loop." This is the only sure way to receive special alerts. If you think a friend should also watch this video, someone who, like you, is deep and curious, send it to them. Ask them to cast their vote to murder or accident. Let's build a community of truth seekers together. I sincerely thank you for being part of this journey. Until the next discovery, goodbye.